evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Unspoken Truth. I'm the founder of Mutual Respect and the host, Daniel. And just a quick reminder that everything you see on my podcast is strictly for educational purposes only. So recently you might have seen that a few of my posts have been around the political landscape. It's only recently been brought to my attention, but if you manage to block vote and people were comfortable enough to publicise where their block vote was going, do you really think we'd continue to be dictated to by political corruption? Or do you think maybe if we all band together, like genuine Australians used to, that we could actually implement change for future generations? Voting is our only chance to reinstate mutual respect for future generations. Now, irrespective of what you truly believe or where you think this country's headed, I think by now we can all realise that we're in some deep shit. We need to vote out these parasites that are in power, and that's Labor and Liberal, and One Nation isn't going to save you. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. One Nation and Pauline Hanson will not save you. What's it going to take? How many more Epstein files do you need to read before you realise there's something pretty fucking evil taking place in our country? I don't like politics. I sure as shit am not going to be a career politician. You see, your only concern, Mr. Malinowskis, has been bringing sporting events back to the state. You don't address the ramping at the hospitals. You don't give two shits about the one man a day that takes his own life in South Australia, let alone the 47 men every week in this country that are politically and legally coerced into taking their own life because none of you rotten bastards want to sit down and hold a meeting. Now, how do I know this, you might ask? Because I've spent the best part of the last 18 months following the political channel in this state. I was first directed to John Fulbrook. He's the local member for Labor. I organised 6 meetings with this man. Every single time he failed to show up. He does not understand what the word respect means. You're full of shit, mate. Now, the next full of shit candidate that I'd like to name is Matt Burnell, the federal member, conveniently for the Labor Party. Yeah, again, I tried relentlessly to organise a meeting to discuss how best to reduce the male suicide rate. Again, after 6 or 7 phone calls, flatly refused to meet with me. He was too busy, and my topic would be more relative to have the meeting with Kyan Ma, the Attorney General for the state, that all flatly refused to hold a meeting with a genuinely concerned constituent on how best we could safeguard men and boys moving forward. Are you starting to see the pattern here? The career politicians, they don't give a shit about our genuine concerns. As long as they can publicly pump themselves up, they're happy to bullshit to the lot of us. South Australia, what is it going to take before you realise and acknowledge that we're being lied to on a weekly basis? And then let's swap Labor for Liberal. Oh, no, wait, One Nation's going to come and save us. The One Nation candidates are going to save us. One Nation isn't going to save us any more than Labor or Liberal. If you want true change, you vote minor parties. If you want true change, you vote for independents. But you make damn well sure you know where your preference vote is going. This is the biggest political scam that's ever been run in this country, and that is this. Everybody says, I'm not voting for the majors. I'm going to vote for this minor, or I'm going to vote for this independent. Go and talk to the people you intend to vote for to find out exactly where their preferences are going. Because this was one of the draw cards that Mark Aldridge, the leader of the United Voice Australia Party here in South Australia, used to make me interested in running as a candidate. And that is, he's happy to make it public knowledge who and where this party's preferences go. Is there anybody else out there that's offering that? See, we don't understand politics, and I, for one, don't even like politics. But sometimes in order to make change, you've got to cross the road into the dark side of things. And politics, well, for lack of a better analogy, it's a cesspool full of bullshit. The electorate of Croydon is where I've decided to run. And I've only decided to run in that electorate because of Mr. Peter Malinowskis. Mr. Malinowskis, on record for stating that the reason we have a algal bloom that is toxic in South Australia is because we had too much sun in July. I would love to see the data and the science to back up that bullshit statement. And then if we scratch the surface a little bit further, you in your infinite wisdom decided to lock up a trans man that identified as a woman in a female prison here in South Australia. And what happened? That man proceeded to rape multiple inmates because of your bullshit political views. South Australia, you really need to start asking the hard questions. Stop putting your vote in a manner in which does not benefit future generations. Stop voting because my father or grandfather voted for Labor, so I should vote for Labor. Labor should change their name to the Anti-Family Party. This is what you'll see out of me as a candidate for South Australia under the United Voice Australia Party. No bullshit, no political crap, no bureaucratical nonsense, just straight up and down facts. So here it is, whether you like it or you don't, I am running as a candidate in the upcoming state election for the United Voice Australia Party. And if you truly want to see change implemented in Parliament in South Australia, you'll vote for me, and I'll show you how we can stop political correctness from destroying future generations.